What's going on? This is Yane. Today I want to talk about active movement. We can get rid of the word exercise. We can get rid of the word results. In this video, we're going to talk about lasting transformation through living a healthy lifestyle. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Let's go. Before we begin, it's important for us to establish some key points. I'm going to list those right here, and after I will break each one down for you. 1, your why will determine your progress. The vision for your lifestyle is more important than the vision of your results. The magic is in repetition, and focus on active movement before focusing on exercise. Now, once I'm done breaking these down, we'll go into some practical ways that you can stay fit and improve your health while being busy with life. So let's start with the first point. Your why will determine your progress. Your why is tied to your purpose. Your purpose, it stems from a deeper reasoning for whatever action you're doing. That's your purpose. It's a deeper reasoning for really why you're doing it. Nowhere in your why or purpose should comparison play a role. Nowhere in your reason for developing your healthy lifestyle should be because you compared yourself to a celebrity or a friend or someone you saw online. Because comparison indicates lack. If comparison is at the root of your motivation, then you are doing it out of lack. What you'll be doing is every day you practice active movement, you'll be comparing yourself to this image. And the thing about that image, it's not you. There's nothing wrong with having someone in mind who models the physique you would like, but that can't be your why. Why? Because their body isn't yours. It's not exactly like yours. It's not the same genetics. It's not the same genes. It doesn't grow like yours. It's just not your body. Does that mean have no vision? Of course not. But once you create that vision, let it go. This is called the law of detachment. Be aware of your vision, but don't be attached. Enjoy your experience. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the practice. This brings us to our second point. The vision for your lifestyle is more important than the vision of your results. Get rid of your results and focus on your practice. Once you release the attachment to the result, you want to then create a greater vision of your lifestyle. How will you be living every day? How will you practice? Understand that the magic is in repetition. Fuck the results. Focus on the practice. Every day you are practicing whatever active movement you choose. Every day you are at it. You are at it practicing. Practice doesn't mean you're successful every day. It means you are practicing. Some days you got it, some days you don't. You're practicing to get better. Now, I say repetition is magic, but it's really science. If something is said enough, no matter how untrue it is, you'll end up believing it because you heard it so many times. It happens all the time. The illusory effect is also known as the illusion of truth. It describes how when we hear the same false information repeated again and again, we often come to believe that it's true. Now, granted, this is more on the negative end, but what about on the positive end? What if we hear the absolute truth about who we are as divine individuals, as divine beings, as powerful, unique souls on this earth? What if we heard this truth over and over and over? What then would be the story we're telling ourselves? What truth would we be adopting? The problem with the illusory effect on a negative net level is if you keep hearing the negative truth, you'll start believing that. Whether that's through news, whether that's through advertising, or whether that's in our own home. So think about how powerful this repetition is. The way we speak to ourselves in our thoughts and the way we speak to ourselves for our body can either foster high vibrational truths or low vibrational truths. We want to speak repeatedly with a high vibrational truth, a high vibrational story. The story that says, every day I'm getting better and better. The way we speak with our body, by repeatedly practicing active movement every day, by saying, I am not my results. I am in the lifestyle of practicing every day, working on my body with active movement every day. If we speak to ourselves with that story, think about how much our lasting transformation begins, not just for the moment, but for a lifetime. It's how we live. If we speak to ourselves with the story of comparison, we begin to develop the limiting beliefs and false truths over any results that we see or any effort we're putting in to getting in shape and being fit. Because the story that's bigger than the results or bigger than the everyday active practicing, the story that plays is, I am not enough. I'm not there yet. So we want to become repetitive with higher thinking and higher practice. These are the fundamental points before we begin our journey of physical health. Understanding these points that we just went over, that's what creates lasting transformation, not a diet and not just a workout regimen. You have to have this understanding in order for you to have lasting transformation. Other than that, you might as well just make a New Year's resolution that lasts for 3 months. Now, why am I saying active versus exercise? Well, simply put, we just have a negative connotation on the word exercise. As soon as we hear the word, many of us tense up because we know that we should be exercising, but we just don't. Or we just look at it as a burden, something that we just have so much trouble doing. What if we just took a different route? The reality is we just need to be active beings. Our ancestors didn't have workout regimens. They didn't have exercises. They didn't even call it exercise. They were active. They hunted. They climbed. They plowed. They cut. They practiced combat. They were just active. But as we evolve, we got lazy. We got cars. We got things that will sweep up for us. We got all these different things that are just easy, instant gratification, or just comfortable. Now we need specific exercises and regimens to keep us active. So what I'm going to do is introduce you to a number of movements that past clients have chosen to put on what I call the movement menu. All right. And they've chosen, some of them have chosen these movements to implement in their fitness and practice and have seen serious results of improvement. So keep in mind, Western science shows us that at least 30 to 45 minutes a day of active movement 3 days a week will help us lose weight and develop lean muscle. This doesn't mean break it up and do 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there, 15 minutes there. No, it means 30 to 45 minutes straight through. So you will have to find that time 3 to maybe 4 days a week. Prioritize your wellness. This should be non-negotiable for you. I understand many of us have children or people that we take care of. We have jobs and school, but do not enroll others you love in the negligence of your self-care. You need to nourish you for you and them. So 3 days a week, 45 minutes each day, you can find it. I know you can. Now let's look at our movement menu. There are so many up here from past clients, but I want to focus on a few that are absolutely doable and may be overlooked as an active movement to keep you fit and develop that healthy living lifestyle. First, what I want to pull out is cleaning. Cleaning is a great exercise, believe it or not. There are studies to support this, as well as anecdotal evidence that I have to support this from past clients. However, how we clean is most important. Now, the first time I saw an example of this was in the 80s classic film. Anybody guess?
Anyone?
Still lives on to this day?
Anyone?
Karate Kid.
All in the wrist. Wrist up, down. Wrist, all in the wrist. Up, down, long stroke. Up. Wax on. Right hand, make a circle. Wax off, left hand, circle. Wax on, wax off. Breathe in, breathe out. Show me wax on, wax off. That! Show me pentafence.
How we clean is most important. If you're cleaning, you can clean with the same intention. For example, let's say we want to work shoulders and legs. For 45 minutes, if you have to wipe windows or dust, if you're intentional about the movement, this can be a great exercise. If you need to move the couch, squat in a position to move the couch. Do some deep cleaning non-stop for 45 minutes. This is extremely beneficial. I know it's not what we normally will say is exercise, but remember, exercise is about challenging active movements. So if we make the movements challenging and do them consistently for this duration of time, you are practicing a healthy lifestyle. Take a look at the list and choose the items you know you'd like to practice every week for 45 minutes, 3 days a week, and begin to get your body in the flow of active movement. There's no excuse for your wellness. Howard Wright said, "Excuses are lies wrapped up in reasons." Don't lie to yourself. Honor your body. When you don't honor your body, you break trust with yourself. You deserve the love you give yourself. This is how we show our body love.
Thank you.